Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. In this video, we are going to see some of the Power Automate expressions which will be helpful for making the Power Automate more powerful to perform user actions. These functions are the basic expressions which are mostly used in our Power Automate. Split function. Split function is used to split the string with a given delimiter and convert the same into an array. It expects two parameters. The first parameter should be the string which has to be splitted and the next one will be the delimiter. As an output, it returns the array. Then length function. Length function is used to get the number of items available in an array. The array should be passed as the parameter to the length function. It returns the output as an integer. Empty function. Empty function is used to check whether the given object is empty or not. It can be any type of object like array, string or complex object. It returns true if an object is empty or else it will return false. First function. In my past experience, I have used first function in many places. In some scenarios, the output of the previous action will be an array even for a particular single record. So in that scenario, first function is helpful to retrieve the first record. It expects one parameter and it should be an array. Join. Join is used to merge the string array to a single string with the given delimiter. It's like a reverse functionality of the split. Then union. Union is used to merge the multiple array to the single array. This function is used to get distinct or unique record from the array variable. Let's flip to the Power Apps environment to create a flow to check how that expressions are working in real-time scenario. Now the cloud flow has been created. I am going to add a trigger for that cloud flow. I am going to choose that manual trigger a flow so that it will be triggered without any dependency. Now I am renaming the cloud flow as basic Power Automate functions. As we are going to perform only the basic operations in our cloud flow, I am going to make use of that compose action instead of passing any parameter into that cloud flow. Now the compose action is added and I am renaming that compose action to that appropriate name. And as an input, we are going to pass a string which we are going to work on in our upcoming actions. So now I have added the string which are concatenated with comma. To split the string and assign the splitted string to an array, we need an array variable in our Power Automate cloud flow. So that we are using that initialize variable action. Now that initialize variable action is added and I am renaming that action to that appropriate name, and the name should be given for that particular variable. That variable should be unique throughout this particular Power Automate flow, and the type of the variable will be the array. On clicking the value text box, a pop-up box will appear on the bottom right corner so that we can add that split function under that expression tab. Now the split function is added and it is expecting the two parameters. First parameter will be the concatenated string and second parameter will be the delimiter. And now we are passing that output of the compose action as the first parameter, and then we are passing the comma as the second parameter which is delimited, which is delimiting the string. Now that split function is added. Now I am saving the flow. Once it is saved, we will be able to test the cloud flow. Yeah, it is saved now. I am doing the testing with manually. If we click on run flow, it is going to trigger that flow. Yes, now the flow ran successfully. So if we expand that, we will be able to see the string which is splitted with comma. See, now this is the string which we have given into our system. Now the string is splitted with comma and then converted into array, and it is enclosed with square bracket. Now we are going to see how first function works in our Power Automate. To test the functionality, I am adding that compose action as a new step. So the compose action is added and I am renaming it to the appropriate name. First of the array variable. So the first function expects only one parameter. That parameter should be an array. So we are passing this var string array as a parameter. So inside the expression, first of to pass the variable array. So the var string array will be the variable. So I am passing that. Now the parameter is assigned to the input. I am saving that. And also I am going to test manually. Yes, now the flow ran successfully. That output of the compose action should give the first index of the array variable. So it is giving apple as an output. We are going to see how length function works in our Power Automate. Mostly length function will be used in checking whether the array is containing some data or not. So to test that, we are adding the compose action, and then I am renaming it to that appropriate name. And this length function expects only one parameter as similar to the first function, and that first one parameter should be an array. Now I am adding that expression length and passing the var string array, which we are using the dynamic content. Yeah, the parameter is added to that input. Now I am saving that. It's saved now. I'm testing it manually. Untouch, unflow. It should return the count of the items available inside the array. So this is the parameter in the first stage, which is converted into an array. Now the output we received is 7. So totally we are having 7 items. Now we are going to see the usage of empty function in our Power Automate. The empty function is mainly used to check and take decision based on the availability of the object or an array or string. So now I have added a compose action to check the functionality. The empty function expects a parameter. That parameter should be an array, string, or any type of collection. Okay. It will return a boolean as an output based on the availability of this input parameter which we are passing. Now I am saving that. Test, manual test. So in our testing we have passed the string as an input. It is checking for the empty. As the string is not empty, it is returning false. Now we are going to see how union function works. In some scenarios, some array variable or string may have some duplicate value. So to get the distinct value of the array variable, we will use union function. Okay, mistake, I have pressed save. Saving now. As usual, we will use compose action to check the functionality of the union. Now I'm adding the compose action. Yeah, now the compose action is added. I'm renaming it. And we will use that expression to enter the union function. I'm renaming it. It's the best practice to rename the function or action whenever we are adding it. automated expression I am in the union function. It is expecting two variables. The first variable I am passing the string array, and again we need to pass the string variable. Saving. Test. Now the flow ran successfully. Expand that. It will give the array. Previously we were having jackfruit twice in our array variable. Now we are having only one. We can say that the distinct array variable. As the last expression, we are going to see how join function works in our Power Automate. To check that the compose action is added and I am renaming it with the appropriate name. We need to pass the join expression as the input for this compose action. The join function expects two parameters actually. The first parameter will be an array, and then second parameter will be a delimiter. So now I am adding the join function. As an input, we are going to pass the distinct array, that is an output of the previous step, that output of the distinct value compose action, and I am going to join with the delimiter comma. So now the delimiter is also added. Clicking OK. Now that expression is added into a input of the compose action. Saving now. Pasting it manually. It should give the distinct array as a single string with comma delimiter. It is giving the output like this. This is the input. Now this is the output.